Hello and welcome back to the allotment tapes. Now, in a previous episode, you may have seen me putting in some raspberries. Well, now it's time to get the training system in around them so that we can manage the crop. Now, I put in some posts and I was using a thing called a drival. You may have just seen me do it. Big heavy metal cylinder, handle on each side, but it's a really effective way of getting posts in square and true. And you can also share the work. You can have someone on each side. So I'd recommend doing that. Less likely to split the posts as well. If you use a sledgehammer, you can sometimes split the post, which is not ideal. But anyway, these are in, they're looking good. I'm going to put some wires at the top of these posts. So there'll be a wire on this side and a wire on this side. And as the raspberry crop grows, this autumn, I will take that raspberry cane, I will separate it out, and I will put a row of raspberries in each side tied to the wire that I'm going to put on here. Next year, new raspberry cane will grow through the centre. So I've got my fruiting wood on the outside, I've got my new wood on the inside. I then cut out the wood that's fruited, that goes away, and then the stuff that's growing at the centre is pushed out and tied to the wires. Following year, new wood grows up through the centre. And you get into this cycle of fruiting wood, new wood growing, but it's all nicely contained within this framework. So I'll show you how we do it. Now, because I'm only doing a relatively short run of raspberries, I'm going to just screw these straining posts in here. If I were going to be straining over a longer distance, I'd cut a notch so that this actually sat in the post and you've got really something to pull against. But this is only like 2.5 meters, so it's probably not worth the effort. And I'm just being lazy today. I was chatting to an allotmenter the other day who doesn't bother with soft fruit because he can't be doing with all the posts and wires, and it's all a bit of a faff. But yeah, I disagree with that, because you've only got to do this once and then you've got years and years worth of fruit. And once you get into the cycle of new wood, old wood, and getting them tied in properly, it's really worth the effort. I mean, I'm going to get kilos of raspberries off of these. I mean, I suppose the other thing you do have to bear in mind is that they're also going to be a magnet to birds and things. So when we do get some fruit, we are going to have to put a net over it, which I suppose is a bit of a faff, but I think it's worth the effort. So I'm going to use one of these little tensioners. They're a really good idea because you can keep tensioning the wire in the future. But when you do use them, make sure you extend them fully before you actually put them in, because otherwise you're not going to have much room for tensioning later on. Okay, so get our wire on, shall we? I'm going to put the wire through there, give it a twist. Challenge to do this neatly, but if you can, looks much nicer. You've got to look at it for a long time, so you want to get it as neat as you can. Right, I'll come back to that in a second. I'll just pull this across here. You could get a tune out of that. So there you have it. That's the wires for the raspberries sorted out, and that should keep them going for quite a few years. Really, it's a really solid structure, and it will make managing our raspberries a lot easier.